chemistry class. We have completed our chapter 1 and now we are going to move to the next unit, that is elements, compounds and mixtures. This elements, compounds and mixtures. Before we are going to enter into this elements, compounds and mixtures, you should know a thing that is called matter. In today's class, we are going to learn about matter. What is a matter? Matter means all that we see consists of or made of a matter. Consider this chalk piece. It is a matter. Consider the chair, table, vessels, plastic articles, glass articles. All that we use is a matter. Now, matter can be defined as anything that occupies space and has mass are called matter. What you can understand from this? You have this chalk piece. It has some mass. If you calculate its weight, it has some mass. And you keep it here. It occupies some space in my hand. So, anything, that may be a chair, that may be a cup, that may be some food items, snacks, biscuit, anything which has some mass. Mass means weight and it should occupy some space. If you keep it here, it occupies some space in my hand. It occupies this much place here. So anything which has mass and occupies some space is called matter. Clear about what is matter? Yeah. Next is, you have to learn about these two words, volume and mass. Mass, I said, just now I said. What is mass? Mass is the amount. How many amount? That is how much is that substance. That is called mass. And the space. The space occupying. When you consider this chalk piece, it is occupying only small area. When you consider a big ball, it will occupy a large space. So, the space it is occupying is called volume and the amount present in that matter is called mass. Clear about this? What is matter, mass and volume? Next one is composition of matter. What is composition? What is the meaning of the word composition? Composition means we are considering a matter chalk piece. What is this chalk piece is made of? That is the composition. Sometimes it will be made of more than one substances or the same substance. So the composition of matter tells about what the matter has. From what the matter is made of. For that, we can consider a sugar piece. Consider the sugar piece is of this type, this size. Now, you cut this sugar piece into some pieces. Now it will be of this size. This sugar piece, before cutting, it will be sweet in taste. Now you have broken down this sugar into many pieces. Still, when you taste this sugar, this one, it will be in sweet in taste. Again, you further cut this. You will get many pieces, small pieces. Now also it will be in same taste, that is sweet taste. You repeat this for many times until a condition. Consider now you are breaking small, very small pieces you are getting. When you obtain a very small tiny particles and when this sugar taste changes, when you continuously cut this sugar pieces, at a particular stage it will reach a very tiny size and the taste of the sweet taste will start changing. You cannot feel that sweet taste. That particles, that stage of this sugar is called molecule. Understood what is molecule? When you consider a particle and you start breaking down using some mixers or something, you break this. When you reach this tiny particles and when it is changing its fundamental properties. Fundamental properties, example here taste. When it is started changing its taste, this state of particle is called, or this state of matter is called molecule. Clear? Now we have obtained this molecules. When these molecules are again broken down, this we can see the small particles, it is visible, right? Again we have to break this molecules. When you break these molecules, it will start changing its fundamental properties. We cannot see the sugar. It will be invisible to our eyes and it will start showing or hiding its taste. That condition, again if you break, the invisible state, we cannot see it by our eyes. That is called an atom. Again if you break this, it will be reaching a condition. It cannot be visible by our naked eyes. This is called an atom. Now, what is molecule? These atoms combines together to form molecules. Two or more atoms combines together to form this molecule. Why? Because we are breaking these molecules and getting the atoms. So, these atoms can be combined together to form molecule. Now, molecules are the combination of atoms. Are you clear about these molecules and atoms? Initially, you will have matter. You have to break down this matter to get molecule. Again, further you break down this molecule, you can get atom. Now, combining this atom, you can get molecules. Clear? Now, this matter breaks down into molecule and further breaking down this molecule, we get atoms. These atoms and molecules are very tiny in size and we cannot see it by our naked eyes. It will be very small in size. It is very small in size. So, I am saying that all that we see is made up of this atoms and molecules. So, can you guess a small piece of chalk piece can have how many atoms? Many crores, lakhs, billion atoms are here. So, do you think all these atoms and molecules are different? These lakhs and thousands of atoms are different? Can you guess? There are only 118 atoms present in the world. All the matter we see has atoms, but they are made up of, they are the combination of only 118 atoms. Out of this 118 atoms, 92 atoms are present in the nature. So, from 118, 92 is natural. Remaining how much? 118 minus 92, it is 26. So, remaining 26 atoms are, it is man-made. That is, they are created in laboratories. a matter contains lots and lots of atoms. All these atoms are combination of only 118. Only 118 elements or atoms are present in the world. Whatever the matter you take, consider a plate or chair or eraser, pencil, all what we see are made up of only this 118 atoms. This is how it is looking like, you know. In English, we have letters A, B, C, D. These are the letters. When two or more letters combined together, it is word, a word. Example, ant. Combination of A, N, T. Next is when two or more words combined together, we get sentence. That is, ant is a insect. Like this, we have atom. This atom combines together to form molecule, and these molecules combine together to form matter. So, clear about this atom, molecule and matter? Shall we move on to the next one? We have learned about what is a matter. Under that we have learned about atom and molecules. Then we have learned about composition of matter. Now the next one is classification of matter. Classification means division. What are the types of matter we have? How we can divide this? Classification. Matter has two types. Pure substances or mixture or mixed substances. From the name even you can say what is pure substance and what is mixture or mixed substances. Pure substances means, yeah, it will be made of same atoms or molecules. Mixed means it will be the mixture of two or more atoms, types of atoms or molecules. Further, this pure substance is divided into elements, compounds. What are the two types of pure substances? Elements, compounds. Again, these mixtures are divided into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Now, what is our unit topic? Elements, compounds and mixtures. So, matter is the combination of any of this. Matter may be made of elements or compounds or mixtures. Clear what is a matter? And in this unit we are going to learn about elements, compounds and mixtures. These elements and compounds are pure substances and this mixture is mixed substance. Now, first one is pure substances. What is pure substances? Pure, as I said in the beginning, pure substances are made of same atoms or molecules. Example, consider gold or silver. We represent gold as AU and silver as AG. This gold, when you consider a gold ornament or something, it will be made of only the atom gold, that is AU. When you consider silver, it is made of silver atoms, that is AG. This simple, you will learn the next topic. That is, then when you consider water, you are getting water from as rain as a source of water, well you can use as a source of water, then tap water, bore well, many sources of water we have. But whatever may be the source, water will be H2O. It will have two molecules of hydrogen and one oxygen molecule. So, wherever from we get the water, it is made of H2O. Then next, come to the characteristics. Some three characteristics we have for pure substances. The first one is its definite proportion. That is what I said now. Gold will be made of only gold molecules or atoms. Then silver will be made of only silver atoms or molecules. Water is always made up of H2O, 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. So, these pure substances will be of definite proportion. Wherever we go, wherever from we get the substances, it will be of same or constant proportion. Next one is its physical and chemical properties are definite. That is, consider this physical and chemical properties. Example, from wherever you get a pure water, this pure water will boil at 100 degrees Celsius. That may be well water, borewell water or rain water. It will boil at 100 degrees Celsius. So, its physical and chemical properties is definite and it will not vary. Then, the third characteristics of this pure substances, it is physically indivisible. Consider water. You have water H2O. This H2O cannot be divided by physical means. That is, physical means you are having water in a mug. You are pouring some water in another beaker or another vessel. Whether the chemical formula of this two water is different? No. In the mug and in the next you can shift it to another vessel. No. Both the vessels, the water will be in the form of H2O. So we cannot divide this water molecule. But it is chemically divisible. Chemically, it has 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen molecule. This can be divided chemically by using electrolysis. In the case of water, we are using electrolysis to divide these molecules. So, the third characteristics is it is physically indivisible. So, did you understand what is a pure substance? Pure substances are made up of atoms or molecules of same type. That is, example, gold, silver, salt, sugar, everything you can say as example. Gold, silver, salt, sugar, many examples are there for pure substances. Then characteristics of pure substances. The characteristics of pure substances, first one is definite proportion. When you consider gold, it is a pure substance. It is made of only gold molecules. And when you consider silver, it is made of silver molecules. And when you consider water, it is a pure substance. It is purely made of 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. That is H2O. Then the next physical and chemical properties are definite. We cannot change the physical and chemical properties in pure substances. Gold, when you get from India or Australia, the gold will be of same proportion and its chemical and physical properties are same. Then the next one is physically indivisible. You consider water molecule, it cannot be physically divided. This H2O cannot be physically divided, but it can be chemically divided by using some methods like electrolysis. Are you clear about today's topics? That is matter, atom, molecule and the composition and its types. 2 types, pure substances and mixed or mixtures. Then the two types of pure substances are elements and compounds. In the next class, we will learn about this elements and compounds. Next class, we will start with this elements. These are the types of pure substances. One more type of substance we have, that is, what are the other type of matter? Mixed or mixture. Mixed substance or mixture. So I hope you are all clear about this. In the next class we can start with the types of pure substance, that is elements. Thank you.